All right. Greetings, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. This is our founders, SBC founders meeting, and we are so delighted to have you. If you're just joining us for the very first time or watching this for the first time, we are having this meeting on Wednesday at exactly 6 p.m. West African time. So make sure you get to your Criminal Cash back office and always get the link in this meeting. All right, I'm going to mute everyone now so that we should have some less background noise. Okay, so guys, it's always interesting for us to meet here with our admin and discuss some of the happenings in our community. We are very much excited with what is happening. You can watch a lot of things happening in your back office and the updates. Read the blog. It's very, very, very important that if you are here, the member of this community, you should be doing everything possible to be reading the blog because there are just a whole lot of information in the blog. Okay, and even video trainings. A lot of leaders are doing trainings. You want to keep to date with the updates that are happening. You don't just think that the leaders will tell you everything. No, a lot of information in the blog. You might not know. So let's keep going to the blog. Also, guys, in this training, we do not advise you to bring technical problems. If you have technical problems, make sure that you bring them to the Telegram group. Of course, the admin is in Telegram. You want to ask him any technical problem you may have so that he will definitely respond to you and take care of you, or use the support ticket. All right, use the support and just come to the admin with your support ticket number, and he is going to look into the issue and it's going to be solved. All right, if you have questions, we advise you to be polite. All right, be polite to any questions you might have. No use of strong languages, and of course, make your questions very, very brief. Do not take the whole time for questions. You know, you want to keep your question very brief and straight to the point. We don't want it to come with history, blah, blah, blah. No, no, no. Just go straight to the point and ask your question, because at times people will take like 5 minutes just for questions. We don't want that. Okay. All right. So guys, we are here with our admin. Of course, he has been here for a while now, and a lot of things have been happening. We are very much excited, and we keep moving forward with a lot of excitement. And we believe that our new admin is taking us to our desired destination. Greetings to you, admin. Welcome.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to our founders meeting. So I have a long list of things to go through on the website, but I'm going to try and go through them as quickly as possible because I'm more interested in a little bit of feedback and some questions today. So the first thing I wanted to do was share my screen and get into our website. Hopefully. Okay, so first of all, when we log in, there's a couple things that we want to make sure that we're telling our new members and our returning members of what's going on. At the top of our screen, it shows our current member count, tells us when our expiration for our account is due. Keep in mind that that does not mean that's when your shared bounty is going to expire. There's different dates for shared bounty if you're participating in the shared bounty program. So those are important to remember, that the shared bounty program is a different date. So the next thing is new and returning members, what to do on day one. So this is a document, it's a PDF. It goes through, it's a lot of text, unfortunately. There's not a lot of pictures and images, but I'm going to tell you what to do on day one when you sign up for SBC or you're returning as a new member. First of all, this bubble right here is not going to be there for members who are participating in SBC Light. And SBC Light is just our no frills way of supporting SBC, receiving SBC coins in your wallet, the same as anybody else would. The only difference with SBC Light and SBC Gold or Full is that there is no bounty. There's no shared bounty. There's no instant bounty for either sponsor or for referral. So just keep that in mind. The SBC Light program eliminates the bounty from the system. It's $16 USDT per month, and you can pay as many of those months in advance as you want. that'll extend your KCBO or SBCO out 30 days a month for every payment that you make. So let's go into our the first things that we want to do when we first sign up. So before you even make a payment or before you give out your link, so when you're new and you want to give out your link, you've got a referral link right here. This referral link is what you save and you send this to the other members to join with. This locks them in as you being their sponsor. And when you're their sponsor and they're in the SBC Full program, you'll receive $10 instant bounty for their payment, and you'll receive you'll be part of the shared bounty program. If they choose SBC Light, then you won't receive any bounty, but still they're part of our community, and the growth is what we're looking for. So your referral link is right here, and this is what you give to make sure that other members are going to be coming underneath you. Now, say for instance, they join SBC, but they didn't give your membership link. Well, there's a way to do that too. So under, gee, I thought I knew where it was. Oh, crazy. All right, well, let me figure out where that is. Oh, it's right there. It's right in front of me. So if they sign up and they are if they are under the admin as your sponsor, you can go in and change your sponsor from admin, and it will let you select by email address the sponsor. So if they make a mistake or don't use your referral link properly, you can always change their sponsor from admin, only from admin, to whatever sponsor they prefer. Now, if you are a member of the SBC community and your sponsor has basically gone AWOL, which is absent without leave, they don't take care of you. You don't know who they are. They're not they're not addressing your needs as a community member. You are welcome to put in a ticket with the system, and a ticket is going to be under. Gee, I wish I knew where the ticket is going to be under. Well, you're going to start with a member help desk. Where is the ticket system? It haven't been here in a while. All right, so at the very bottom of the member help set place, you can open up a new ticket. That's going to all you really need to do with that ticket is send a message into support and saying I want to change my sponsor. I haven't seen them in a while, and they'll send you back instructions on what to do, which is basically to go to your account and hit change sponsor and select that sponsor. The next thing, being a new member or being a returning member, you want to go in and you want to make sure that your bounty address has been properly registered. This is very important because if you hand out your referral link and one of your downlines pays and you are eligible to receive bounty and you have not done this step, you will not receive that bounty. Instant bounty has to be paid instantly. So if you don't register your bounty address, you won't receive the instant bounty. So make sure that you do that. This partner part down here, we're going to remove this partner. That doesn't really work in our system anymore, so we're going to remove that. I'll make a note to do that right now. All right, so when you come in here, you're going to want to get your bounty address. This is the MetaMask wallet or Trust wallet that you want to receive your bounty on. Now, keep in mind, this isn't the same as registering or validating your payment wallet. So now that we've registered our wallet for our bounty, there's another part that we want to do. We want to go in through and we want to fill in the rest of our profile. So if you have a Facebook link, you can put that in there, a YouTube channel, WhatsApp, Skype, phone. Others, I would put Telegram in there if you have Telegram or something of that nature. There's some questions that you want to fill in. And then if you want to change your password, you can do that here. Changing your password requires that you know your existing password. So you would put your existing password in, and then you can put your new password in. If you are elderly, if you are one of your members is getting ready to pass on, sorry, that's hard to say, but you can set up a beneficiary here, and the beneficiary would give the email address, and then you give a beneficiary code. That is whatever you want to type in. If it could be 1234, or it could be a word, your granddaughter's name, something of that nature. And then you can also select your language and then hit update. So this is your profile. This is important to our tracking, so that if we need to get in touch with you otherwise, through Facebook or WhatsApp or Skype or something like that, we can do that. None of this information is shared with the other members. We don't, the only thing that we share with other members is your username. So your username is what you select when you sign up initially. So in our first day thing, we've done our profile, we've registered our bounty address, we've got our referral link. We're ready to hand out our referral link to other members. We can do that. The next step is to pay. And under our account, to get our account active and paid, you're going to select pay your or another account. This is going to be our detail. So it tells us at the top when the shared bounty program ends, tells us what our SBC status is. It means that my account is paid. Tells me when my expiration bounty, or when my expiration date is, and it says it's not for shared bounty, so you want to check the dashboard. Tells me my last payment date, my last payment amount, and the type I paid. Gives me some notes in green on what this payment does. It tells me about the instant bounty. It also tells you to register your bounty address. We are no longer using BUSD. We're only using USDT. And no, we're not accepting SBC or SBFC. Not at this time. That's something that we can't do right now. We're accepting only USDT. So if you're ready to go ahead and pay, you can hit the pay with USDT only. Or if you don't know what to do, there's a payment tutorial. This payment tutorial needs to be a little bit updated, but because there's a slightly different payment process, but that payment tutorial will still get you through doing a payment. Other information that you have on here is setting up your USDT contract address for your MetaMask wallet under the Smart Chain. We also have a token called Wild Horses, and this Wild Horses token is what you use to validate your payment wallets. And then if you are a member of SBC, you likely will receive at some point in time some SBFC, or you can purchase or you can donate, setting up the SBFC token with that contract address. The next step is to verify your payment wallet. You're able to validate up to 5 or 6 payment wallets. This process is timed. It takes 30 minutes before the process times out. If you do this process according to the instructions, watch the video, do the instructions, do the validation according to the instructions, you'll have your payment wallet validated within minutes. So what we do is we send a small amount of the token to you, and that small amount we ask you on another screen to send us a smaller amount back. That smaller amount, when we receive it, we validate that the payment came from your wallet to our wallet, and we lock those wallets in. You can register any wallet under any account. So it will allow you to register. If you have your entire family, you can register your payment wallets. You can register the same payment wallet under each of your family or your community, or however you want to do that. So if you are if you're a cash center, you simply would do it for yourself. You can make payments for others. We'll show you how to do that here in just a moment. Or you can make payments for yourself. Wherever the payment originates from, that's where the verified wallet comes from. So what's important to know about our verification of our wallets is, for a very long period of time, a lot of our members were having their payments stolen. That doesn't happen anymore. It's absolutely secured. Your payment isn't stolen. Your hash isn't stolen. somebody, does not get to collect the bounty on your payment anymore. We secured the payment system right around August of last year. It's one of our best achievements, and we haven't had a single payment issue outside, of payment theft since then. So that's a great update that we've done on our website. Most of our old members don't know. A lot of members basically got fed up with us because we were, payments were getting stolen left and right. That doesn't happen anymore, so that's a really good thing. So now we're going to go into our payment process, and this is where I'm going to go over SBC Light and SBC Full. So there's a brief summary, tells you how to make your payment. If you haven't verified your wallet, you'll verify it there. You can select if you're going to pay for your account or you're going to pay for another's account. If you're going to pay for another's account, you're just going to simply put their email address in there. And during the payment process, you finish that process and it will apply that payment to them. So I'm currently on SBC Full, but if we go to SBC Light, you can see there's a difference in the price. The difference in the price means that there's no bounty given. SBC Full has bounty that is $10 of instant bounty and $6 of shared bounty. That gets distributed to your sponsor for the instant bounty, and it goes into the bounty pool. The $6 goes into the bounty pool. If you're not willing to participate in the shared bounty, or you don't have the funds to participate in the shared bounty and don't want to risk that opportunity, then you can simply select the SBC Light. And again, keep in mind with SBC Light, it's going to tell you the terms here. I understand that I am paying USDT, and this entitles me to SBC rewards, but does not entitle me to any instant or shared bounty, nor does it entitle my sponsor to any instant bounty for my payment. So basically all you're really doing is you're making your KCBO payment. That activates your account. You're good to go. You will receive 200 SBC at the end of the month. If you do have referrals, regardless of whether you're on the SBC Light program or on the shared bounty program, if you do have referrals and they are new referrals, you yourself will receive 1,000 SBC coins for your new referral. Your new referral will receive the 200 that they normally would receive as a part of the program, and then they'll receive an additional 200 as a bonus. This is a one-time bonus, so every new member you bring in gets you 1,000. Every new member that comes in gets 400 on their first month. That has been the 2024 promo, and that's a very good promo. Over 600 people took advantage of that last month. I'm very eager to see how that's going to work this month. So if we're going to make our payment, we're going to enter our wallet address here. That's going to be one of the verified wallet addresses. Wherever you're going to send the payment from, you're going to put that address in here, select agree to the terms, and then go through the rest of the payment process. I don't have my wallet address handy, but that is essentially the new SBC Light program. So let me go back one little click and go into our pay with USDT only, and then take a look at the terms for SBC Full. I understand that I'm qualified for instant bounty and shared bounty. My sponsor may receive instant bounty from my payment, and that term may, my sponsor may receive. It's important to understand that if your sponsor is not active, they will not receive instant bounty. If your sponsor has not registered their bounty address, they will not receive instant bounty. If your sponsor is an SBC Light program participant, they will not receive instant bounty. So that is if they're active, has a registered bounty address, and is part of the full participation member. So that's why the word may receive instant bounty is in there. If they are an active member, they have a registered bounty address, and they're a full participation member, they will receive $10 instant bounty for your payment. All right, so we've gone through the first day items. That's the most important part of our first day items. At the end of your first day, let's go check out the blog. Under the blog, this is where we keep all of our important notices, recording, like for instance, this video, the video of this recording will be posted on the blog later today. If you want to keep up with the current history, the most important history, starting from September of this year, or September of last year, all the way up to current, that is when I took over as admin, and that is when the changes and the new policies and programs have started to take effect. So all of these all of these blog items are over here, and they're very important to take a look at. It goes in and it details the SBC Light program, and it details the SBC Full program. So that information is there for you to find in the blog. And my most recent blog is, I have two of them actually. So there's SBC and SBFC, and what's the difference between those. So I would like for our membership to take the time to read this blog. It basically unravels the mystery of what SBC is and what SBFC is. Simply put, SBC is our membership coin. It is our rewards coin. And SBC is something that you earn for each member, or for each month that you're active as an active member. You receive different varying levels of SBC rewards based on different activities. Obviously, recruiting, you'll receive some SBC, and every month as being a paid member, you receive SBC. Most members, in fact, every active member has SBC in their wallet. And the place to find that is under rewards and then SBC Wallet. I wanted to go through what this is. There's been some questions recently as to what SBC is and what SBFC is. And simply put, SBC is the full coin, and SSBC is the under. It's like the Satoshi of like used to be Kringles in the TBC world. So these are basically just test transactions, but this is your history of transactions. All of your rewards are going to be here. So for an active member, you're going to receive 200 SBC. On February 1st, you can see I received 200 SBC for being an active member. That is where your rewards go. That's where you'll find them. I have a lot of people that are poking around and looking in the dashboard to try and find where the rewards are. They're not there. They're here. So if you're an active member, you have an SBC wallet, that's where they go. As I promised last week, all of the send buttons have been turned on. And if you're an active member, your send buttons are on. We discourage, and I'm strongly discourage, members compiling and moving SBC into one big wallet. Well, why is that? Why do we discourage everybody moving their SBC into one big wallet? Well, because when we launch our SBC private bank, you're going to have one account that is able to access a limited amount of funds on a daily basis. So rather than have all of your funds into one big account where you're going to have a limit on that account, all of the accounts that the funds originally belonged to should be there. You paid for them to be there. Those are active accounts. That's where the funds should be. Don't consolidate and don't abandon your accounts, because those accounts, as let's say, for instance, a family of four, husband, wife, son, and daughter, they all have SBC accounts. Well, dad decides he wants to take all of the money from, or all the SBC from mom's account and son's account and daughter's account and put it into his. Well, now they have only one account. They decided to abandon the other accounts. First of all, that's bad for our membership. And second of all, it's bad for you because you don't have access to 4 different accounts with the same limits. You only have access to one account with the same limit. So I hope that that's kind of clear. Try not to, that kind of moving everything and consolidating thing, that's greed. Don't fall into greed. We're not about greed. That's not where we need to be. So anyway, the wallet is active. You can use the QR code to send and receive. You're welcome to transact in SBC. I am not going to monitor the price of SBC. I'm telling you what the price of SBC is. It's approximately $4.20 for one coin right now. That is going to follow a grain of gold. And if you want to sell it for more, if you want to sell it for less, I don't know why you want to sell it, but if you want to sell it and you want to do that, then that's entirely up to you. We're not going to monitor, how you spend it. The goal here is to have as much SBC in your account when our private banking system goes live. And understand that once our private banking system does go live, you're going to still receive 200 SBC every month for being an active member. And once you are able to use your SBC, at that point in time, the activation or the KCBO fee will no longer be necessary. The KCBO fee will only be necessary for members who don't have a SBC private bank account. That is going to be different from the wallet. It is the wallet is where the funds are, but the SBC private bank account, if you don't have one of those, then you will still have to pay your SBCBO. If you are a member who has the SBC private banking app or account, then you will no longer need to pay your fees, and that will be rolled into your SBC private banking account. So there would be a different way to do that. So again, those are terms and conditions of the bank when that actually happens. So keep that in mind, and I'll address the SBC wallet and the SBC banking towards the end of our introduction. Okay, so we've gone through payments, we've gone through first day. The next thing I want to go through really is the dashboard. So as a, this is because I'm on the tablet, I got this nan all up in here. That basically is just a countdown to when the shared bounty program is going to cycle. As you can see, we have previously had 3,582 members participating in the shared bounty program last month, and currently we have 3,142. I'm not sure if that number has updated in the last couple of days, but I'll check with my dev team, because that should definitely be updating at least daily. Our current membership has been kind of growing a little. It grows a little bit each day and then drops off a little bit each day. We understand that some members can't pay their account on time. One thing for the Share Bounty program that is very important to remember is that if you are participating in the Share Bounty program, you have to make a $32 USDT payment within each cycle. If you are making a payment at the end of the cycle, that's fine. You'll be qualified in the end of the cycle, but you will not be qualified at the end of the next cycle unless you make a payment in the cycle. So just make sure that you keep that in mind. A KCBO or SBCO payment is required within the cycle of January, or in this case, February 6th, before the end of March 5th. So if you haven't paid your KCBO, you've got right into that time range to make that payment in order to qualify. Any payments that come in late after the time frame of the closing go into the next payment cycle. And if you miss the payment cycle, like some members have, there was one member came to me and they paid in late December, and they did not pay until February 6th, and they missed the entire January cycle and got really upset because they didn't participate. So there's no bounty if you don't participate. So that they got quite upset because they thought that they needed to make their payment on the 28th, and they completely skipped over the January 28th payment. If they'd made their payment on January 28th, they would have been able to collect, but they waited 7-8 days, 9 days in that case, and they missed out on the share bounty. So that's something that we can't really do a lot about to help you. So make sure that you're paying attention to your payment dates. All right. Under your account, and then under the shared bounty personal matrix, this is the graphical representation of your personal matrix. This is my personal matrix. Yours is going to look different. My personal matrix shows me as this dot right here off to the left, and then it shows 2 dots, and then it shows 4 dots, and then it shows a whole bunch more. So as you can see, I've got green into my 3rd tier. So my placement, unfortunately, my placement in the share bounty program is not in a very good position, because I joined very late in the program that day, and that put me in a crazy spot. One of the reasons why you don't see these dots filling in quickly is because there are still 400 members of the shared bounty program that need to pay in order to start filling these dots. In addition to that, we need to get other members in addition to the 400 to pay into the shared bounty program, so these other dots start to fill. I hope that everyone understands that the shared bounty program is dependent on growth. If we have fewer members participating in the shared bounty program than we had last month, then you're simply going to have less shared bounty. If you have more members participating in shared bounty than last month, then there will be more shared bounty. If you have the same members participating in this month as last month, then you'll have the same shared bounty. So I hope that that's clear. There is a video in our blog specifically under the founders meeting for February 7th. So our February 7th. So our founders meeting of February 7th has a presentation by Edmund of the Philippines, and he goes into detail. It's very important that if you want to understand that, please take the time to view that video. You'll understand exactly how the shared bounty program works and what's important. Lastly, a couple of days ago, I posted a video, and I want to actually go through the text of that video quickly. So we have a member that is doing just the minimums. This member A, has 207 of their downlines. 5 of them are active for shared bounty, but they don't see the tiers, the extra tiers. So you saw 8 tiers in my shared bounty program. If I had 5 members underneath me, I would have a 9th and a 10th tier, but I don't see that tier because I don't have 5 people underneath me. But this member has 207 of their downlines. Only 5 of them are active, but they don't see the unlocked tier, and there's a reason for that. And the reason is that member AA is a paid member. Their last payment was on January 23rd. They're not qualified for the next tier because their qualification is going to expire on the 23rd of February. That is before the end of this cycle. They haven't made a payment in this cycle yet. So that's something that this member AA needs to do in order to keep it qualified. Secondly, member AB, they made their payment on February 8th. That's in this cycle. So they qualify you. AC and AD, they also made their payments in this cycle. So that qualifies you. So member AE, however, they have not made a payment in this cycle. They're not qualifying you. So yes, you have met the minimum requirements of having 5 downlines paid, but by the time that the cycle ends, if these 2 members have not made their payment, you will not receive the extra tiers. So they have 6 through 207. So that's 201 of their downlines that are currently, it's 200 and, yeah, it's 201. 201 of their downlines are not currently active. And if you had more active downlines, first of all, the shared bounty program would be doing quite a bit better. But if you had more of your active downlines, you wouldn't have to be chasing all of these members to make sure that they're keeping you qualified. Anything over anything over 5 active and qualified members are going to get you the additional tiers. So there are some of our members that have these additional tiers unlocked because they are actively out there bringing all of their downlines in. If you're not sharing this program, if you're not sharing the good news of where we're going with SBC and the SBC Private Bank with former and new members, then you're doing yourself a disservice and you're doing them a disservice. So please share our community's goals with our former members. Don't pressure, don't make it, you know, if they really don't understand what's going on, tell them to log into the blog. So that's where we go back to our KCBO. If you have been a signed up and registered member of KCBO at some point in time, you have access to the majority of this website. There are very few places where you don't have access to. You have access to read the blog. You have access to all of the detailed information, all the training materials, all the instructions. You have access to all of that information as an inactive member. And you should definitely share the blog with inactive members. Don't let them tell you, oh, my account's expired, I can't get into my account. Help them get into their account. Help them reset their password. If they need to change their email, help them do that. Help them get into here so that they can start reading the blog. It's important. I mean, I post links to the blog in the Telegram group, and I assume and I hope and I expect that everyone that's in that Telegram group at least logs in to check out those blogs. Regardless of whether you're active or not, you have access to this, and that's very important. Okay, the last thing I want to go over is our donation program. So in our donation program, we're having a little bit of a lack of interest. And I'm going to go over where we're going to go with the donation program going forward. And we have some other ideas for expanding the agents. So as a donor, I have to be a member, and I'm only allowed to donate up to $10 in USDT on a daily basis. And for my $10 of USDT, I receive $20 in SBFC. And SBFC is currently worth $30 a coin right now. When we reach 7,500 members, SBFC will then be worth $35 a coin. So the price of our coin is determined by our membership count. I was asked earlier today, well, you know, is SBFC going to be liquid before SBC? At this rate, I would say no. SBFC will not be liquid until after SBC has been fully realized, the SBC private bank. However, that is totally up to our membership. So there's two things that we need to keep in mind when we're talking about SBFC. First is our donor program and our agent program, and the turnover and exchange of USDT to SBFC. So right now we're only receiving one donation a day, $10 a day. I have committed to open up the agent exchange when we receive $1,000 in donations in a weekly period. So when we receive $1,000 of donations in a weekly period, I can turn on the agent exchange and let them have access to the donation funds. So if we really want to turn the agent program on, we need to get $1,000 a week. Once we get $1,000 a week, then the agents are able to come in and exchange their SBFC, and then they can move forward. Now, you're very welcome to be an agent and a donor. We don't have a problem with you doing either one of those things. So if you're a donor, you can be an agent. If you're an agent, you can be a donor. We don't have the same issues that we had with the Joy-G program. In order to be an agent, it only requires 2 SBFC, and you go through the agent process. There's agent documentation on our training section. So if you want to become an agent, it'll tell you right here, wallet validation, and then agent orientation. So this agent orientation walks you through how to become an agent, and anyone who is willing to do that. Now, back to the donation side. Like I said, we're looking at getting $1,000 in donations in a weekly period before we can unlock the agent exchange. I understand that $10 per donation is not exactly some donors may wish to donate more. So what we're going to be doing on the contributing side is we're going to adjust this so that you can select how much you want to donate. Based on how much you want to donate and the 10 agents that you select, that 1/10 of what you donate will go into each agent as their donation. So if we take a look at our agents, we have several agents, and you can see down with the little red USDT or USD, you can see how much each one of these agents has been donated to. Keep in mind that this is a running total, and on November 12th of 2023, whatever donations we had received for the agents at that time were paid out. So what I'm going to be doing over the next week here is I'm going to pay out these agents in SBFC, and then I'm going to zero out these numbers again. And then we're going to start the agent program anew. So if you're interested in donating, if you're interested in seeing the agent exchange and SBFC exchange, it's important that we get at least $1,000 in donations on a weekly basis, and then that agent exchange will be turned on. That's my commitment to you. We've already tested the agent system. We did have $1,000 at one point. We turned the system on and ran for about 3 hours, and then we turned the system off. It was a successful test. We know that it works, and a lot of agents had the opportunity to get in there and get those funds. So that's what our goal is for the agent and the donation program right now. And that is pretty much all I have to share for right now. I will put a blog together about this information for the agents, and I will put a notice on the Telegram group and in the blog when we make adjustments to the donation program, so that you can select how much you want to donate. And 1/10 of your donation goes to one of 10 agents. So your donation is split between those agents, and you get to double the SBFC. So if you donate $100 in USDT, then you'll receive $200 in SBFC. And I'm also going to make it so that we don't have the two separate transactions. So you'll receive all of the donation and the bonus in SBFC at the same time that you make your donation. We're not going to do it on a separate transaction anymore. So that's the changes to the donation program for right now. We'll put that into effect as soon as possible, and I'll let you know when that is. Okay, I wanted it to be shorter, but that is the walkthrough for today. Emily, you can go ahead and stop the video there. Thank you for all participating, and we'll go into our Q&A.